Here we are again with the morons in CNN. In a segment on Doja's cut, CNN newswoman Pamela Brown, the hot one on the left, who's supposed to know the news, really showed her ignorance when she didn't know who Sam Brinton is. Anyone who watches this show knows who Sam Brinton is. Roll a montage on Sam Brinton. Sam Brinton, one of Biden's first non-binary officials, still has a job, but he's on leave, or them's on leave, whatever, after allegedly stealing a woman's suitcase from baggage claim. Biden administration official and part-time Sinead O'Connor impersonator Sam Brinton allegedly wheeling a stolen suitcase through the Las Vegas airport. A non-binary baldy was named Assistant Secretary of Spent Fuel Disposition, handling the nation's nuclear waste disposal. But after looking at him, the only part of that title that fits is secretary. Former federal government official Sam Brinton has been fired after multiple arrests for swiping luggage at airports. Police say if you recognize the clothes Brinton wore as your own, get a new stylist. Well, I think we found the... I think Brinton is the new Joe Rogan of the left. I mean, they're both bald, but if you're a news anchor at CNN, I guess you overlooked anything that revealed the incompetence and sheer insanity of the Biden administration, including a cross-dressing kleptomaniac Biden administration nuclear official, a nuclear official. Roll it, Fred.
The government is trying to claw back several employees who oversaw nuclear weapons.
You talk about nuclear secrets. You had a person who was in charge of nuclear secrets, a man who dressed up as a woman, would go into the airport and steal women's luggage, was overseeing those nuclear secrets under the Biden administration. And I never heard y'all say a peep about that. Again, man.
I don't know anything about that. I'll be transparent.
Elon Musk, you need to look it up.
Look it up. Don't do that. Do that on your home computer, because if you Google cross-dressing non-binary puppy play on your work computer, you'll get a visit from HR. Trust me. I do love how Pamela says, I don't know anything about that. I'll be transparent. It's like, lady, that goes without saying. Right. And it should be the new motto for CNN. We know nothing, but at least it's transparent. I mean, Wolf Blitzer is turning over in his grave. He's not dead. He just likes... he likes to sleep in graves.
Really too soon.
Yeah, it isn't too soon. It really is too soon. Emily, this kind of I think this reveals what kind of bubble the media lives in. This story is a huge story because this guy was dealing with nuclear secrets and was a frickin' nut job.
That's the thing. It was covered so widely. You're right. Look, at the end of the day, I don't even commend I don't know anything about that to be transparent, because all that does is underscore that they've been patting themselves on the back as the fact finders, right? They were fact checking every time Trump opened his mouth. With what and how? We know that they're blatantly serving as a propagandist and apologist for the last administration, and now we expect to believe them. I mean, that's why the ratings are so low. That's why Jim Acosta's unemployed. But to me, it just underscores, if you want facts, obviously don't ever go to CNN.
Yes, you come here for the facts.
That's right.
That's our motto. Come here for the facts, but stay for the sex appeal. Hey, Jeff, it is kind of interesting how they presented all these kind of irrational and improbable hoaxes. Mm-hmm. You know, Trump said drink bleach, all that crap. And then they ignore one of the most insane scandals, which is true.
Yeah.
If they wanted something interesting, here it is.
Right. They don't want to touch on any of that stuff. And I'm jealous of how short their memory is.
Yeah.
I wish I could forget about that bozo, and I can't.
Yes.
Haunts my dreams, that Sam Brinton.
Yeah.
Why do all the hot ones have baggage? You know?
It's good. How did they hire him? Okay, he's got a mustache. He comes in a dress.
Yep.
How do you hire that person to protect nuclear secrets?
They're unelected, by the way.
Yeah.
What they're trying to do what Disney did. That's what those 4 years were. If we hire someone that is in some sort of group that is fair to criticize, right? Like Star Wars on Disney. Like, if they make it woke enough, if you don't like it, they say it's because it's woke. That's why you didn't like it. That's what they try to do with everybody on their whole thing. Get a trans person to be in charge of nuclear. Get this lady who can barely speak to speak on behalf of the White House. And if anyone criticizes her, you must be racist. It's just that was their whole strategy for everything. I'm surprised he didn't get pardoned by Biden. How was he not on the list?
By the way, not a he, an it. Sage, it is a good point that, like, you know, let's say you're interviewing this person.
Yes.
And you have to weigh your short-term career possibilities that you could get in trouble by HR if you say, I think this person is mentally ill. You know, I can't, like, so I will just hire this person and put our nuclear secrets in a vulnerable position because at least my job will be here for 2 years, 3 years instead of a month because I'll get in trouble. I'll be charged with like some kind of discriminatory practice.
All in the name of diversity, equity, and inclusion. When I look at it, well, I think it's they.
Yeah.
It's a they?
It's a they.
It's a they.
We are many.
First of all, I'm bitter because the red lip is better than mine. And we worked hard on this today, number one. I will never forget that video of they pulling Jeff's luggage through the airport like that. It was quite impressive, and I believe it happened on 3 different occasions with almost $10,000 worth of luggage, and they has failed to be punished in any way. I don't think there's any prison time happening, right? But the point is, first of all, as a former anchor for a very long time, more than I'd like to admit, if you don't know something, let's not admit it on live TV. I don't know, just go along with it. Don't say, I'm not aware of that. And in the name of transparency, first of all, that's our word. You guys don't know what transparency is.
Do you know what you do if you don't know when somebody's saying, you just go, exactly.
God.
Yes, well,
God.
like that guy, Sam, exactly. You know, Joe, it's kind of, do you give her credit for saying she didn't know? But it just tells you everything about CNN.
Yeah. Bad move, Greg. I always pretend I know everyone that someone's talking about. I've learned that lesson the hard way when I'm confronted with a former lover I've seduced.
That happens, does that happen frequently with you, Joe?
All the time, Greg.
Yeah.
When you travel as much as I do, you've got some baggage of a different kind.
That is true.
I'll tell you what's fascinating about this whole story. It's like the whole media is upset about, people getting access to information, and he's making the point, well, Sam Brinton had a lot of information, and maybe he wasn't, the most qualified person to be in charge of that. But to me, this is very similar what they're doing with Doge to what they do with abortion. They don't want to talk about what's really happening, so they try to make it about privacy,
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what are you doing in that room, killing a baby? And the left's like, don't you ever knock?
That reminds me of my only abortion joke. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You'll never know.
Oh my God.
What? That's a great joke. Up next, stick around to see Mark Hamill's pants fall down.